Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So, I grew up with just so much Barbie content. Actual Barbie dolls, Barbie ballet, a lot of Barbie ballet, classic Barbie movies, less classic Barbie programming like Life in the Dream House, pink everywhere. And while I did go through a phase where I was very anti-pink when I was really young, I've been back into loving pink for a bigger chunk of my life at this point. I also just generally love feel-good summer vibes. After seeing Barbie, I found myself kind of thrown off my groove. Like I just wanted to beach and wear pink. And I was so thrown off my groove that I dyed my hair pink. Though that was actually more to avoid the crushing weight of missing summer 2022 and all the good things that happened in summer 2022, and unfortunately dyeing my hair didn't make me less sad. It just made me look like Draculaura, which has always been a dream of mine, but still. I kept trying to make the videos I had lined up, but honestly I just really wanted to make something fun and summery and pink. At first, the idea was to put my OCs in actual Barbie outfits that I had for my dolls when I was younger, but right now I have no idea where any of my non-princess Barbies are, and since Elisia is already literally a princess, I felt like that wasn't really the vibe I was looking for. Alice, can you say hi? Instead, I've decided to put Elisia and Rissa, two of the main characters from my work in progress, Starlight, into Barbie-inspired outfits that I actually own. I started with Elisia because I had a better understanding of what I wanted Rissa to wear and felt like I should start with the more difficult piece. I've also been trying to draw more bust-up style drawings lately because number one, I feel like being more zoomed in will help me refine my details better than I can in a farther away full body piece, which will also help me feel like my art hopefully looks cleaner and more detailed. Number two, I just do not feel like drawing feet. I don't want to. I'm sick of it right now. I refuse. Trying to make a lot of full body art just makes me feel like my work is really messy and pixelated, and it's been bothering me for a while. This idea, however, quickly became a problem as for both outfits I had wanted to showcase the legs/shoes, and I think in general outfit art is usually full body, so something else that quickly became a problem was my own general rustiness. I haven't made any finished art in a few weeks, let alone from scratch like this. Usually I have a backlog of unfinished sketches to draw from. So I was immediately confronted with the fact that I did not warm up before starting this piece. I had a hard time with the sketch overall, and then realized that yet another self-imposed obstacle had arisen in the form of my absolute loathing of the idea of doing line art today. I have no idea why, just the thought of making line art was so unpleasant. For no reason. In hindsight, I think the reason probably had something to do with how much closer she is to like us / like the camera or whatever. This piece was so zoomed in that the line art felt more overwhelming to me than usual, especially considering that I'm a bit out of practice as a whole. I had a lot of fun with the outfit though. Well, these are both pieces of clothing that I own. I think this was a shirt and skirt combo. I don't know if I've tried before. I have a vague memory of wearing this. Yes, yeah, I do. On Valentine's Day, so that could be a real thing, I'm not sure. The sleeves were so fun to make sheer, and in general tops with this shape are fun to draw because... A word to our viewers? Can you say hello? Can you say hi to the people? Okay. And in general, tops with this shape are fun to draw because they basically just sit over the body I've already drawn, so they're not too difficult for my little silly goose art skills. However, I struggled so much with her skin tone and hair today for no reason. For what? Like, she's so pale and her hair is so light, and sometimes that just like gives me extreme trouble. And I drew her hair weirdly, partially just because I felt so rusty in general. And so I couldn't get her bangs to lay correctly over her face, which was bothering me because then I couldn't shade under her bangs very well, and it was just not going the way that I was hoping it would go. And when I tried to kind of cover everything up with colors, which is what I usually do, I just cover up the bad parts of my art with colors. The colors were kind of the problem, and it was a lot. I also gave her jewelry that I actually own and wear with this outfit, like this little moon chain choker and a heart necklace. I changed the color of the heart necklace's chain though because it's gold and I wanted all of her jewelry to match. beach. And for the background, I got super confused and kind of tried a few different things and eventually settled on something that I tried to mimic in Rissa's piece, but I'll talk about that in a second. The only thing about these outfits or designs that really turns the characters into Barbies is the idea that they're pink and that maybe a Barbie would wear these outfits. So a video where I actually like put my characters into Barbie outfits might be more on brand, but honestly I just really wanted to draw something fun and pink and to just kind of feel the summer vibes. Pretty soon into working on this piece though, I realized that I just wanted to draw my characters at the beach, so I think I'll try to do that soon because I want to like embody the end of summer before summer is actually over. Next, moving on to Rissa. I'm assuming that because I warmed up through making Elisia's piece, I felt like Rissa came much more easily. Once again, I didn't want to include legs, which was a little problematic because this outfit included a pair of flared pants. But the general idea is there, I guess, and honestly it would have looked mismatched if they were at different levels of zoom, so I guess it's fine. Rissa's hair is something as a whole that I'm still figuring out. I think I want her to have wavy curly hair, but I'm always fluctuating between different curl types. Today I went for more of a 2C sort of direction, maybe even into 3A, but there aren't enough full ringlets for that in my personal opinion. So she basically just ended up with my hair, which is fine, but sometimes I find that I want to give her curlier hair, and sometimes I find I want more S-shaped waves. So eventually I'm gonna have to make a choice. I started out as an artist with Copic markers, and I felt like I learned how to draw hair in a way that I really liked and always had a lot of fun with. And I feel like when it comes to drawing hair digitally and coloring it, I can't figure out how to color it in a way that I like or like think looks good. And I just feel like I can never get it right with long hair, which is really sad because hair is one of my favorite things to draw. It's just so much fun, and my own hair is a big part of my life, so it just as a whole is like enjoyable for me. Also, I know it sounds like I'm kind of being very down on myself in this video, and part of that is because I spent, like I will mention later or have mentioned already, I'm not sure, this audio got a little out of order. I spent one day making both of these pieces, and usually I separate my art out and work on it over a period of months or weeks, and then I kind of just work on it in little increments, and that prevents me from feeling like super burnt out and irritated with the piece that I'm working on. Well, I wanted to put this out quickly, and so I was trying to basically make the piece and then edit the piece and then, make the piece, edit the video, and post it like all in like 2 days. That did not happen. It's been like a week now. Because I was trying to speed run this art, I didn't have time to like perfect certain things about it, and that's a good thing. That's something I am trying to kind of work on in general in my art, because I feel like I spend so much time on things in a way that it's become actually detrimental and not even like good and helpful anymore. It's just something that takes me forever now, and I make like 3 pieces a year, and that's not what I want for myself. I don't want a year to go by and have hardly made any art at all, and it's not helping me grow, that's for sure. So it was good that I tried to be quicker about these, but it meant that right when I was recording the audio, I felt especially upset with them, if that makes sense. Like I could see especially strongly just how many things there were that I felt like needed to be adjusted or worked on more or whatever, and it was really bothering me, and I felt really embarrassed. And I think part of that is because as an artist who is like now showing you my art, it feels kind of like success is measured by how good the art is. Like you're only gonna wanna stick around and watch the video if the art is satisfactory to you, if that makes sense, because it will only inspire you if it is a certain like level of quality. However, then I thought about how I watch art videos and the artists that I enjoy, and how sometimes they'll say like, oh, I didn't really like how this one turned out, and I'll look at it and be like, what? That's an amazing piece. And I realized that success isn't the reason that I watch artists' videos, it's because I like watching people make art. So even if the piece isn't as good as I wanted it to be, or even as good as I think it could have been if I had had more time to put into it, the purpose isn't to make something perfect, it's to have fun and make something colorful and bright. And if you get value out of it being colorful and bright and fun, then that's the goal, the point, the purpose in kind of its own way, if that makes sense. A few days later, I'm feeling a little bit more woo about it, and I feel like looking back at them, I am excited about them and I'm happy about them as pieces. Finally, I worked on the background, which basically ended up being this like vaguely early MP3/iPod X Polaroid thing with the clouds in the background. I knew I wanted it to look fun and busy, kind of the way Luke's reference sheet looked, but everything was just not working, and part of that is because usually it takes me weeks to months to make my art. I kind of let it sit around and I work on it when I feel like it, and I work on multiple pieces at once so that I'm always kind of being productive, but not super productive. But anyway, I wanted to put this out while I was still in the mood to have these pink, beachy, fun feelings. So I started the pieces yesterday, finished them today, and recorded this just now. All this to say that I feel like the art really suffered from me trying to kind of speedrun it, and I am at that weird place where my art eyes are bigger than my art skills, so I can see so much wrong with them. As for the rest of Rissa's outfit, I gave her the same chain choker because I actually wore it when I went to go see Barbie with my mom in this outfit, and some earrings that are actually gold but that I changed to silver for the sake of the video, and this sun and moon chain belt. I thought it would look fun with the outfit. I also gave her this bag just because I thought it would look good with the outfit, but I didn't really feel like drawing a tote bag, so I'm really sorry that this video is so chaotic. Anyway, I am very sad because I recorded a whole 12-minute audio for this video that I actually really liked. It was funny and just I said things that I liked that weren't in my little script, and the whole audio is super noisy, and so I'm redoing it now. But it's not at all as funny as the first one was. Anyway, if you would like to see some kind of video where I try to draw my OCs in actual outfits of Barbies that I own, let me know and I can go hunt for those. And if you want to see more of my art in general, check out my Instagram at lunar__echo, or subscribe, like the video if it was helpful to you. Anyway, I hope this video was enjoyable for you in some way, and I hope you're having a good week. Have a good rest of your afternoon.